welcome back to Trash Talk. Ooh. I thought I'd get a bit dressed up today. I have no idea why. I'm not going anywhere, I'm not doing anything. But you know, sometimes you just feel like, hey, I'm gonna film, gonna stick on a top and, you know, a bit fancy. I don't know if I like this or not though. What do you think? Answers below, be kind. I might sling this after this video because I just don't feel like it's very me. Who knows? Maybe it's just lockdown. Maybe I just don't know, apart from loungewear, what looks good on me anymore. I don't know. But welcome, weirdest intro ever. So guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I talk about my grey hair transition, I talk about beauty stuff, and I talk about my beauty empties. The things that I chuck out every time I've used it up, and I give you my feedback on it because I've used it from the top to the bottom, and if I'd buy it again, how much it costs, if it's worth the money, all of that stuff. So if you like empty videos, stay with me and we'll dive in together. This is a bit of a mixed bag, literally. So I'm just going to jump in and just grab something. So first up, we're going to the Elemis Pro Collagen Neroli Cleansing Balm. Oh, you guys know my love with Elemis. This is no secret. Sorry to sound like a broken record. I get everything from QVC. The Elemis that you see here is all from QVC. So the cleansing balm was revolutionary to me. It is literally a hard oil that you put on your face to take off your makeup. I use this as a second cleanse. The smell is insane. Like, any of their smells are amazing, but the Neroli I think is my favorite. I do love the regular cleansing balms. It smells like the Elemis spa. If you've ever had the luxury to go to an Elemis spa, I've been like 4 times in my whole life. They're so expensive, but that's the smell you get. And the Neroli, because I like the Lesan perfume from Petite, kind of smells just like that. If you know what that is, get involved. It's a great deal. And any QVC kit usually has a cleansing balm in it because they are so well loved. This is my Laura Mercier translucent translucent powder. It looks like there's a ton of product left in there. Trust me, I have whacked this so hard to try and get every little bit out. It's a translucent, oh, there's still a tiny bit there. Oh, I might try after this. It's a translucent powder that I use to set my makeup. And now that I've moved on to the translucent honey, which is slightly more yellow toned, but I got this in a Christmas or a Black Friday sale deal, and it was just too good to pass up. It was £26 for this, which is usually 32, and the powder puff, which is usually like £17.50, and a primer. So I was like, that's ridiculous. So I bought the kit. And yeah, I might actually give that another go and give it another whack, but I just got so fed up with like waking up in the morning and whacking it and having to do it 3 or 4 times to get my makeup set. It was really irritating. This is a beauty blender. I did clean it before I did this video, but obviously it's been used for like 3 months and I just can't get some of the product out of it. But this is kind of what it will look like when you need to get rid of it. So when you get a beauty blender, they are really, the little holes here are really tight. They're like so woven to give you that airbrushed makeup finish. After about 3 or 4 months, you will see that they start to break up a little bit. And that is when you need to ditch it. I washed mine 2-3 times a week. Whenever I see the product building up, I'll give it a wash. And this, I mean, I get through 2 or 3 of these a year. I think it's worth the money. And I always get them on Black Friday. For some reason, there's always a kit with like two beauty blenders and a cleansing balm that they use, the soap thing to clean it, for like less than half price. So I got my ones this last year from Cult Beauty. I haven't even opened yet. I've still got the second one from this kit from Christmas before. So they're £20 each, but yeah, look out for a bargain because you usually can find one. Next up is, oh God, this is the Body Shop Ginger Body Yogurt. Now, I bought this online. I love their body yogurts, love them, love them, love them. But I had a bit of a bust with the cucumber incident. I don't remember that, but I bought the cucumber body butters and I hated it. I smelled like a salad. And this one was not much better. I love the smell of ginger. I love ginger in food. I love it in in drinks, like, you know, the Jamaican ginger beer. Love that. And this is horrible, and it was so horrible that even when I went to moisturise in the mornings, I was just like, oh, it took me so long to use this up because I just couldn't bear it, but I refused to just chuck it away because it's a really good moisturiser. But it doesn't smell bad, but it's really fizzy and really gingery. And when you go to put perfume on after you've applied this, you just can't, because all you can smell is ginger, and I smelt like a stick of ginger. It was a mistake that I do not want to make again, put it that way. And this one, moment of silence for one of my top few favourite perfumes, probably my top 3, I would say. And this is Le Petit Robe Noir from Guerlain. Oh my God. This smells so sophisticated without being old lady-ish. It's powdery without being old lady-ish, and it has serious staying power. When you put this on in the morning, you can still smell it at night, and not in a bad way, not in an overpowering way. Whenever I wear this, people ask me what it is. It's amazing. And I never would have tried it, but a friend of mine bought this for me years ago because it had the notes. I just read the notes and thought you would love it, and bless her heart, I did love it. I haven't bought another one because I've got so many perfumes that I need to use up. It's always on my radar for when I go on holiday and what have you, to pick up at the airport and stuff. But I've recently fallen back in love with an old favourite of mine from back in the 90s that my mum, she bought it, and I've been staying with her once a week, so I'm her support bubble, and she bought YSL's Paris, and it's amazing. So that's next on my list for this kind of scent. So I might give this even a miss for a year or so, but it's never far from my collection. I absolutely love it. And this is the Elemis Peptide 4 Eye Recovery Cream. Now, I bought this from QVC because it was in a duo. My eye cream had run out and I was in the market for a new one. With QVC, you get 30 or now 60 days, you can return it. So I thought, I'm going to try the Elemis one. I love everything else Elemis. If it doesn't work out for me, I can just return it because I have really sensitive eyes. I thought if I apply this and it makes my eyes water and stuff, I can just send it back. And I've really loved it. Although it's for reviving eye cream and for dark circles. I don't have dark circles, but it's a really inoffensive eye cream, and it was 2 for £36, where on the Elemis website it's £38 for one. And I've bought the duo every time. They have stopped doing it now, annoyingly, but I've just opened my last one, and I love it. I would definitely go back to it again, 100%. Next up is the Hourglass Brow Arch in Soft Brunette, and it's the Micro Sculpting Pencil. Again, you can't really see too much because I have used the crap out of it. But this time, this one didn't last me as long as I thought. And I've actually bought the Maybelline one to see the difference because we're still in lockdown. No one's seeing my brows, so I thought I'm just going to go a bit cheap for a while. I love this. I really do. And when we go back to normal life and people actually see me outside, I will get this as my number one. Although I'm really intrigued to see the new Huda Beauty one. If you've not seen that, she's got the new brow sculpting or microblading, whatever it is. And I really want to try that. But this one is great, and it was £27. I use Soft Brunette. I could probably go up a shade. So I might try Dark Brunette. No, Warm Brunette, I might try next. But I love these, and I don't think it's overpriced for what it is. The formula's really waxy. It pulls really well through the brows. It's really nice. But today I have the Maybelline one on, and actually it's pretty good. Because my brows have grown out so much over the last year, I don't really use much brow product anymore. So I've got on to my brows today the Maybelline Brow Pencil and the Hourglass Fibre Gel stuff. So yeah, I may or may not go back to it, but it's my number one that I've tried so far, and I've tried a lot of brow product. Speaking of which, I didn't even remember I had this in here. This is the Hourglass Arch Brow Volumizing Fibre Gel in Warm Brunette. And this stuff, I love it. And yes, I would get it again. Yes, I have got it again. I've got it in Soft Brunette. I bought it in the wrong colour. I bought it in the colour that I thought of with this. but this is the slightly darker shade. And what you do is you use this flat side to run through your brows, back combing them. So you deposit the Fibre product and then you flip it to the brush side and you brush them up into place and set them, and it feels amazing. This one, I think, again, this is £27. I'll put all the prices here and link down below, but I love this stuff and I will use that all the time. Like I said, I've already got one. Once I've been using it for a month or so, basically when I get paid, I'll buy another one and just keep it in my stash. So I get that. I signed up to the £10 a year Selfridges next day nominated delivery day, whatever. So I always buy my Hourglass from Selfridges because they're really good delivery service. This, as you can see, is not empty. This was a sample I got from Look Fantastic, I think it was. And it's called 1 Million Perfume by Paco Rabanne. Now, I don't get it. It says perfume. This is a man's aftershave. Didn't realise. So whenever I get the little things, I think, oh great, and I pop them in my handbag. I've got like little emergency bags in my handbag and I have to pop this in. I was like, okay. I was at my mum's one night and I thought, oh, I'm going to spray this before I go home. Sprayed it on and I smelt like a 16-year-old boy. Like, you know, those boys that really put on way too much aftershave and like they douse themselves in it. I smelled that. When I got it home, I said to my boyfriend, I was like, do you want this? And he smelled it. He was like, oh no. You smell like a 16-year-old boy. I was like, okay. So I'm ditching it. But yeah, it's not for me. But it was pretty embarrassing for the journey home. I literally smelled horrific. Thank God everyone's wearing masks, eh? Now I have my Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade Buttermilk number 10. I go through these so much because I tend to use them as foundation. I use the doe foot applicator and I basically put it here and there on my cheeks, and I use a beauty blender to blend it out all over my face, just to really give me a light coverage, which is what I've got on today. And I just love the effect of it. And now they've changed the formulation. It's like more liquidy, so it works better as a foundation, which is fantastic. So I can use it as a concealer or a foundation when I don't want to use my Dior foundation. Awesome. Next up is Hand Food by Soap and Glory. I got this in one of their kits, their Christmas kits. I've had it in my stash for like 2 years. Got it out and used it up over the last sort of 6 months or so. I basically have a nail station over there where I sit on the sofa, and in the evenings when I go to the loo, wash my hands, whatever, I always apply hand cream. I've always done it. I will always do it. I'm a real hand and nail fanatic. So I go through hand cream quite a lot. I like this one. I wouldn't say that I would buy it as a first choice. My first choice will always be the Body Shop ones, and the Elemis hand balms that I've got millions of those. They got given away in a Today Special value, so I've got like 4 or 5 of the Elemis ones, so I've started to use those now. But this one was really nice, and I love the Soap and Glory smell, but it's not my go-to hand cream of choice, but I like it. It was good. Last up, I have my Simple Wipes. I use these as a first cleanse. I find them amazing. They are really good, saturated in the product, whatever the product is. But Simple, I love their moisturising face wash and the wipes. These are always on a deal in Superdrug or Boots. At the moment, it's Boots. But yep, highly recommend those. And then I've got my Max Strength Vitamin C plus Zinc. I started to use these effervescent drinks at the beginning of lockdown, because back then we didn't know this virus, what caused it and stuff. So I just thought more vitamin C, can't be bad. And I've just kind of stuck with it. Whenever I go to Boots, they've got a 3 for 2. I just grab 3. And I have 1 a day in a glass of water. I drink squash. I don't drink alcohol anyway, so I drink squash all the time. So I just have 1 of these a day instead of squash. I drink a lot of water, squash, coffee, all that stuff. They're vegan. They come in 2 flavors, orange and blackcurrant. This one's the orange one. The blackcurrant one kind of tastes like Diarrhea. Not really a fan myself personally, but you know, horses for courses. And yeah, I really like them. I go through 1 a month. There's 20 tablets in here, so the days I remember to take it, I do take it most days. I've got a reminder on my phone. I've got a little alarm that goes off. But yeah, highly recommend those. That's it for another month or so, guys, however long. This has been a couple of weeks, I think. I try not to build it up too much, but as always, you know, I'm still not loving this. I'm going to put this in the bin. So take a good look. This is the last time it will be seen in public. So have a lovely time wherever you are. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for joining me again, and I will see you in the next trash talk. I will link another video here if you haven't seen it, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.